my home. Come in. I've been expecting you. Have a seat. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to finish washing this last bowl from our meal. Oh, it was so delicious. This bowl is special to me. It's really just an ordinary bowl, but it is special because it was used in a very extraordinary way. I want to tell you at the time when Jesus and his disciples ate a meal at my house. It is what we now call the Last Supper. This happened after Jesus rode the donkey into Jerusalem. It was time for the Passover celebrations and we heard a knock on the door. It was Jesus' disciples. They asked my husband to use our upper room to prepare the Passover meal for themselves and Jesus.
We would never say no to such honor, so I quickly began preparing the Passover meal for them. We then prepared the food, poured the wine, and set the table with the dishes. Jesus and his disciples came to the table and shared the special meal together.
During the meal, Jesus warned that one of his disciples would betray him. All the disciples were shocked and in disbelief, each saying, "Surely it wasn't them." Judas looked up and also asked if Jesus meant him. Jesus told him to go quickly and do what he needs to do. Judas got up and left the room in a hurry. After Judas had left and they had finished eating, I heard Jesus speak to his disciples. Jesus first took the bread himself and passed it to his disciples.
"This is my body, which is broken for you."
Then Jesus took the wine and passed it to the disciples, again saying,
"This is my blood, which is poured for you."
Jesus, the Messiah, was promising to save us. Jesus told his disciples,
"Do this in memory of me."
Next, Jesus rose from the table and he took off his outer clothes and wrapped a towel around his waist. Then he took this bowl and filled it with water.
Jesus went around the table and he washed the feet of the disciples. One by one, he wiped them clean with the water and dried them with the towel. All the disciples were shocked by what Jesus was doing. Simon Peter even tried to stop Jesus.
"Lord, are you going to wash my feet? You do not realize what I'm doing, but later you'll understand. You shall never wash my feet. Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." "Well then, Lord, wash my feet, but my hands and my head as well."
When he had finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place.
"Do you realize what I've just done for you? Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you can now wash one another's feet."
After Jesus said those words, they all got up and left to go to the Garden of Gethsemane. Before Jesus and the disciples left for the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus told them that they would all run away from him on that very night. Simon Peter disagreed with Jesus and said he would never abandon him.
But Jesus told him that he would deny knowing Jesus 3 times before morning. I wonder what's really going on in Jesus' world. I believe he's the Son of God.
As Jesus and the disciples left to pray, I had no idea what would happen next. But I knew that this story wasn't over.